Hi and welcome to my mini lab series. In this mini lab we'll configure pihole and we'll configure it to act as a DHCP server, also a DNS server and a local DNS server, and we'll also configure some ad blocking using pihole. In this setup here I have simulated a home network which consists of 4 PCs, one pfSense device, one switch, and one Ubuntu server which will have the pihole installed. And of course we'll have our internet connection. First thing first, let's hop into our Ubuntu server and let's install pihole. But before installing pihole, make sure that your server is configured with a static IP address. If you do not have any static IP address, you can configure static IP address using netplan. And this is how the configuration looks like. You can pause this video and copy the configuration. Be sure that you have 2 spaces here because the indentation is very important in netplan. So you have 2 spaces here, 4 spaces here, 6 spaces here, and 8 spaces here. Do not use tab, just use spaces. If you use tab, the indentation will simply not work correctly. After you have added this, type sudo netplan apply and check your IP configuration. You should see your address here, and if you type IP route list, you should see the default route to your gateway. The easiest way to do that is to go to the docs.pihole.net and just copy this installation link. Paste it, press enter, and the pihole installation will start. We'll select the upstream DNS provider, and we'll select the Google as an upstream DNS provider. Also, we have the possibility to choose here a list of malicious sites that can be blocked, and this list is provided by Stephen Black. We also want to install the admin web interface, and we'll also install a web server so it can run the admin web interface. And yes, we want to have logs. And I will leave this option as show everything because from pihole we can get interesting data by looking at the logs. Hit enter and your pihole installation should start. Now remember this password because it will show you just one time, and of course there is a way to generate a new password, but it's a good idea just to use this password for the first time it is shown. So I will go to my management machine and I will go to 192.168.1.100/admin. And I will have the pihole dashboard shown here. I will use the provided password, which is. However, if you didn't catch the password and you accidentally press enter, no problem, because you can go ahead and type pihole -a-b and you can add your password. Now that you have set your own password, we can try this password here. So let's log out and try our new password. Perfect, and the password is working. So now we'll have to prepare our system to be used as a DHCP server. So we will go to settings, to DHCP. We will enable the DHCP server and we will give the addresses to our hosts starting from 20 to 100, and the router would be 2.254. Just a quick heads up, this section of the network is configured with 192.168.2.something, and we want these hosts to access the pihole DHCP server. We don't want our router to handle the DHCP. And the pihole and our router are in different networks. So we'll have to first to do some things on the pfSense router. We'll need to disable completely the DHCP, and we'll also have to configure a DHCP forwarder. To do so, we'll go into our pfSense under Services, DHCP Server, and disable any trace of the DHCP server. You don't need to have any DHCP enabled on any interface. After doing that, just go to the DHCP relay, enable DHCP relay on the interface, and we'll enable it on the LAN interface, and we'll add the destination server as 192.168.1.100, which is our pihole, and click Save. Now that we have done this, we go to the pihole. We'll modify this IP here because it should be in the same subnet, and we'll click Save. Now that it is saved, we can go to our host and type DHCP. For this one, also type DHCP, and for this one also type DHCP. And as you will see, they will get IP addresses from the pihole. Since our pihole is acting as a DNS server also, we'll go to Settings, to DNS, and we will change this option. And we'll check this box here to respond only on interface ENS3. Go ahead and save it, and let's go to one of our devices and let's refresh the DHCP. Let's show IP and let's ping google.com. Ping google.com, and from this one we'll ping facebook.com, and let's go back to our pihole. If you go to our dashboard, we already see that we have 24 queries. So this is how you will configure your pihole in order for it to act as a DNS server and also as a DHCP server. And here you can see all of your clients, and we can also see what sites the clients have been accessing. You can also click on the add list, and you will see a list of potentially harming sites. You can view what sites are found in this list, and for example we can test if we can access this website here. And you will see this message that we are unable to connect. And if you go to the pihole, you can see that we have some blocked queries. And our site that we tried to access is one of them. So basically in adlist, you can paste lists of the sites that you want to block. You can create your own list. If you want to add more lists like that, we can go to the Steven Black's lists. Steven Black GitHub. And we should find hosts. And if you scroll down here, we can also block fake news and gambling. So click here to receive the link, and let's add it in pihole. And we'll call it gambling and fake news. Click add. So we'll go use this command, go to our server, and we'll use pihole -g. And if we go back to pihole, you can see that the list was already taken. And if we go and check what sites we can find here, let's go to ACalvNet and let's try to access it. And again, the website will not be reachable. And we already have 18 queries which are blocked. Thank you for joining. I will see you in the next one.